Okay, cool. All right, hey guys, welcome here tonight to this Why Bravenly call. I have two very special guests, special leaders that are absolutely crushing it. Not only are they crushing it in our current company, but they've been top leaders in other companies, and they chose our company for a reason. So we're going to get into that, guys. But first of all, I want to thank all of you for being on here. It's an honor for us to have you guys to listen to us with an open mind. And I want you guys to thank whoever invited you onto this call. They invited you here because they're excited, because they found something special in the company, that we have partnered with. This company's pure gold. So they invited you here for a reason, guys. This company has taken off like a rocket ship, with the timing of the company. I really think now is time. Like Bravenly's been around for about 27 months, guys. We're past the ground floor level without all of the kinks. And I honestly, everybody who has been coming onto my team, like, this has really turned into pure gold. It's taken off like a rocket ship. There's massive momentum. I'm not going to bore you guys yet right now. I'm going to let two of these amazing ladies share their story first. At the end, we have something special that we're going to let you guys know. We're going to get into more of the statistics. But I wanted to lead this off with my good friend, Misty Lee. I'll let her share her story, guys, but she is the top customer seller in the entire company, like times 10. Like, she's not just barely beating people. Like, this girl knows her stuff. She's super exciting to follow. She's a great leader, phenomenal person. But with that being said, I'm excited to turn it over to you, Misty.
Well, thank you, Glenn, for the nice introduction there. And you guys, my name is Misty Lee. I am from Arkansas, and I'm 44 years old. Two children, mid-20s, 22 and 24. I'm married to my husband of 24 years. And, I actually, by trade, I went to school to become an RN, and, just started dabbling in this industry years ago. Was absolutely terrible at it. So, those failures and everything that you learn along the way, and just things kind of changed. Social media came along, and started kind of looking into it a little bit more this summer after my daughter's senior year, and really kind of jumped back into the industry at that time in 2018. And just, was kind of just working it on the side. And really at that time, honestly, because just with lots of little logistics and everything on there, I was through a different job transition, trying to figure things out. And I jumped on board at that time with literally $50 in my checking account. And that is the absolute truth. I had to sell a painting to even get started. And I thought, you know what, if the reason that I don't have enough money to get started is the reason I'm not starting, then I probably need to get started and to start trying to find a way to make an extra income. And so I just figured it out and jumped in. Had my first real taste of quote unquote success there. By that, I mean, I had made $0 pretty much. I think 10 actually was my top that I had made prior to that years ago. And so jumped in and really just found that, the industry, the things that it provided, it fueled a passion in me at that point. And went through some different transitions there. I was at my previous company for 3.5 years and grew to one of the top ranks in the company there. And so walked away from a 7-figure business, 6-figure income, and just really, when I saw everything that Bravenly had to offer, I had the opportunity to meet with the CEO kind of behind the scenes, saw that it was a faith-based company, saw that the branding was beautiful, saw that the tools, the systems in place that were there, like for every level, not just somebody to come in who has had, experience in the industry to win, but people who could come in and win without any experience before, because the systems are so duplicatable, and it was something where leaders could come in and, show their teams those systems, and they could do the duplication themselves because it's there, it's ready-made for you. And, just with everything that I saw, behind the scenes and the organization, and getting to know Aspen and getting to know Ashley, who's our VP of Field Development, and seeing their heart and their passion for this industry and for the people who are coming in and wanting to impact people's lives. Literally, it checked off every single box and then added a few, is what I like to say. Things that I didn't think that it was possible to have all of these things together in one place. And, everything from the percentage that the compensation plan pays out, everything from the fact that just having a dual-sided compensation plan and having our clubs and the opportunity to really grow a significant income just simply through doing customer acquisition. If you're somebody who's maybe, haven't been here, haven't been doing this for a while, and you think, this whole team building thing is a little bit scary to me, that is something that comes along a little bit later, while you're working in the industry. And so the opportunity to really build a significant income just through customer acquisition alone is something that is incredible here. And which Glen is going to go over some numbers here in a little bit, but like he did mention, with, here I have been the top, customer acquisition, top customer enroller in the company. And it's because I'm truly passionate about the products. I've lost over 30 pounds on the products. Like I said, 44 years old, things go a little bit haywire, especially for women about that time. And when I looked at what these products offered to people, what I saw at that point was a way to help impact people's health, a way to impact people's finances through the business, because it is, although Glen said we have moved past that 2-year-old mark, at that time we were not, but it is still very wide open. Again, he'll get into those numbers here shortly, but I just saw something to where I could help people win from a health perspective and from a financial perspective. The products are absolutely amazing. Our customer acquisition and retention here is incredible. And, just there's so many aspects here. I have people who are coming into the industry who have never done anything before, and within their very first month hitting the core rank of our company, which is absolutely mind-blowing, coming into the very first month and hitting our top clubs, and that just is something, with the tools and systems that we have in place, the leadership that we have in place, the trainings that are made available to us on a consistent basis, that people are utilizing those, they're plugging into them, and they're making it work for them, even though they're just like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm like, okay, well, this is what you have to do. And we all implement those systems within our teams, and they just follow those. And it honestly, showing up for yourself, being consistent, plugging in, that's really all you have to do, and do that over time. And it's just mind blowing to see, the leaders that are coming over here that are walking away from 6-figure incomes, people who are leaving out of retirement, who have left the industry, who have been top leaders in the past, coming in just because they see what we have going here. And they're like, okay, I want to be a part of this. This is something special. This is something different. The faith-based component for a lot of people is truly, truly amazing. I know that was one of the biggest draws for me personally in the beginning, is having a CEO who I knew, whose heart, was for God, somebody whose heart was for the people that were here. And she makes that very well known. And, just to see the way things are moving, the momentum that we have here, and the way that we're impacting people's lives has been just such a beautiful, powerful thing to be a part of. And I can truly not say enough, other than this is the time, we're coming into momentum here. We're really, the shift that's coming and taking place right now has just been mind blowing, just watching the growth throughout the entire company. And so all I can say is that if you're on here now, somebody was excited to bring you here because, they knew that you were looking for something to impact your life as well. And I can tell you firsthand that this is the place. This is something that getting in at this time with this opportunity right now is certainly something that is going to change the trajectory of yours and your family's life financially. If you're willing to jump in, do the work, plug in, and just, link arms with the community here, who is extremely supportive, extremely encouraging, and, just the collaboration that we have here amongst the leaders as well. And just sharing ideas, coming up, with different things for our teams, and just just supporting each other. I mean, you don't see that a whole lot in this industry, and it's not this constant, competitive situation, and where people are like, I'm keeping all this a little secret over here for just my team, where we're all like, oh no, I had this great idea. Go and show your teams, or we'll do different trainings for different people throughout the entire field. And, so the leadership here is that our hearts are to pour into the field so everybody is successful, so everybody wins. And you guys, all I can say is that I actually, which I did not mention earlier, from my previous company, I was able to actually walk away from my full-time career as an RN, due to my previous, in this industry. And so when I made this transition over here, it was after doing my due diligence. It was, I mean, it was like, if I leave this and this does not work, then I've got to go back to nursing. And I'm not that nursing is not a great profession. I absolutely love it. But, I felt like God called me, and moved me in a different direction. And, I felt like, it was time to walk away from that and pursue a different path. And I'm very passionate about what we have here and what this can provide for people. And it just is truly just, getting messages on a daily basis about thank you for showing me these products. Thank you for, sharing them, because I love the way that this helped my family, or people who are messaging me from a business perspective as well. And just saying, thank you for introducing me to this. I've never thought I could succeed. And, you just kind of locked arms here with me and just kind of, helped me get to this place. And I truly appreciate that. Or, just the story after story after story. I mean, it's an everyday thing. And I think all the other people who have been a part of this can attest to the same thing. So you guys, thank you for hopping on tonight, and thank you for letting me share my story, and I'll pass it off to Ranim.
Hi, you guys. I am Ranim, and I am from Canada. That is right. I am from Canada. I am a mom of two, Sophie and Leo. I'm a homeschooling mom, and I am married to my husband now for over almost 15 years. We've been high school sweethearts forever. Also, crazy thing. So when I started this industry, I started it for a reason. And I'm going to go a little deep and share actually my real story and like just share my heart. So I got pregnant when I was turning 19 years old, and I was literally in my last semester to finishing college. And I got really sick in my first semester. So I actually quit college altogether because I got sick and I needed to carry a baby. So I actually worked with my parents. They have a franchise of stores. I worked with them for the last 7 years. And 7 years ago, actually, 2016, as I actually quit my job. I quit working with my parents. I was exhausted of me and my husband both working crazy hours, dropping our kids off at 8 a.m. and literally not being able to pick them up from daycare till 6:37 at night. It was extremely exhausted for me working full time. It was extremely exhausted for me for everything. And when I joined network marketing, I joined for literally, I did not know a thing. Okay. I was the person that did not know a thing. I was the person that didn't have a network. I was the person that didn't know where to start. Okay. I was your average person. And so basically, I started for groceries, and little did I know, I discovered a whole potential of myself. I was like, okay, I am loving these products. So this is actually my other previous 2 companies before coming here. I promise you, I'm not a company hopper. I was in my old company for over 3+ years. And with my first network marketing, I joined and I made my first $1,000. And I said, is this real life? I could do this? Like, are you kidding me? So that blew my mind. I discovered a whole new potential for myself. And then actually being with that company after 7 months, I was able to say to my parents, bye-bye, I'm not working with you. I love my parents with all my heart, but I was like, it's time for me to take care of my kids. And I want to travel. I want to live the life. You guys, I am married to an adventurous man that loves adventures, that loves different countries, that loves everything. So what happened is, you guys, I discovered that when I made my first 1,000, I was like, okay, I could do this. So I started focusing on it. I started learning, and I was like, okay, I watched, just like you guys, a Zoom, and I was like, whoa, look at these top leaders. I swear to God, I can be like them, right? I was like, I'm not missing anything. I'm vulnerable. I'm real. I'm honest, and I know I could do what they could do if I put my head into it. So little over 7 months being with my first company, I started making 6-figure. I loved it. And I literally took care of my kids. My husband literally actually opened his own cleaning business. And he started his own thing, and he stopped working also full time. So that was incredible. But the best part is about 4 years ago, I switched to my old company. Like I went to my new company. And the crazy part is I came in, became right away a 6-figure earner within like 4 months being there because I loved it, you know, but things have changed and it didn't align no more with me. I literally thought it was my forever home, you know. And when I wasn't looking, literally 7 months ago, a friend said to me, hey, I think you're going to love what I got. And I said, put me on a Zoom, let me hear it all. So I chose Bravenly. I got on a Zoom with our CEO. Let me tell you something. I am the person that can read people. I swear to God, I'm not scary, but I could read energy. I could read all that. And right away, I was like, this is an incredible CEO. I could feel her heart. I can feel her passion. I can feel her love to the field. And I love how she is just so humble. You see a lot of CEOs out there don't care about anybody. She is humble. You can text her and she'll text you back. So I thought that was incredible. That's before I made it where I am right now with Bravenly. She gave me the time of her day. You guys, a little bit more about my story, why I chose Bravenly. I don't know if you guys know, I'm a homeschooling mom, and I love that, you know, this industry gave me hope to be a homeschooling mom, especially with this crazy world out there right now. Like I am a very protective mommy and I need to be around my kids all the time. So just doing this business and, you know, focusing on it and giving people hope is literally why I do this business. Because you know what? I always tell everybody, I want to give that average person a hope, because once I was that average person. Once I was that person that didn't know where to start. Once I watched a Zoom, just like each of you right now on, and I was like, I think I could do this too. So, you know, believe in yourself. Bravenly is so special, you guys. It is 2 years old. But guess what? I literally was on a Zoom earlier. It functions like it's been around for 10 years, especially with, you know, just the phase, you know, me in Canada and all that launch, you know, it blew my damn mind, you guys, how smooth it is. I have launched before, you know, Canada and with other companies, and it was a mess. I had 0 issues. The growth that we are experiencing, everything. And you know what? I got to say something. I love that it's a God company. And I will say one thing, you guys, when I was at convention, I felt God's literally present around me. That's how I know I was home. You know, it's so good to work with people, you know, that, you know, we have the same kind of like outlook to life and all that kind of things. You guys, I was that average mom. Bravenly is literally the place you want to be. Trust me. If somebody invited you tonight, they care for you. They wanted you to hear different stories, because you know what? Remember me. I am that 19-year-old that got pregnant, dropped out of high school, you know, college. And I am that mom that turned my life around. Okay. I travel with my kids. I homeschool. I make a full income from my phone, and I coach a whole massive team. So listen, I didn't believe in myself once. And I knew I could believe in myself. One thing that really drew me to Bravenly is literally, you guys, the tools. I'll tell you something. And I think my leader is on here and she'll know. In my old company, I always created tools to my team. I'm like, we got to do this, this, this. I am that kind of person. Like I need to do step by step. And here at Bravenly, everything's done for you. The boards, to the tools, to the graphics, to literally the just everything. It blows your mind. You are set for success. You know, there's steps how you launch. I've never seen that in any company. You are literally set for success. You want to be here at Bravenly. I promise you, if you don't join today, you will regret it in a year or two, because I know where we're heading and I speak with confidence. This is the place where people want to be. This is the place where incredible leadership is around it, and it's leveled all the way up, down to sidelines. Like we all help each other. We're not in a competition. We're not in any way, you know, competing against each other. We love one another and we give each other actually advices. So you know what? And it's so rare to see that in this industry, because so much in this industry, there's people that compete with each other, and we don't have that. And I always say, everybody that's coming to Bravenly, they belong here. It's been nothing but pure of honest, real people just coming in, you guys. So don't wait anymore. This is your sign. Okay, this is your sign. If you're watching this right now, this is your sign. There's no more waiting. Okay, your family deserves more. You deserve more. And, you know, everybody around you deserves more. So stop waiting, say yes. And I promise you, it's going to be one hell of a journey. And I cannot wait to cheer you on. And I think that's it for me. So I'm going to pass it to Glenn.
Awesome job, Ranim and Misty. I'm super honored to be here on the Zoom with you guys. But I love that we all we don't work together. We're not on the same team. We decided to join together. Like our vision here is if we all work together as one unit, we can take Bravenly to $1 billion company. So thank you guys for jumping on this with me. So I'm gonna be kind of quick on my story, guys, and kind of jump into the nuts and bolts about why Bravenly's better. I feel like is the best company like in the entire world. So a little bit about me. I'm a stay-at-home dad. I live close to New Orleans, Louisiana. I was in the military for 7 years, guys. That was going to be my plan. But you know, like Randy you see on here, me and him ended up getting hurt. I jumped out of a perfectly good airplane and things just didn't go the way that I wanted to. And so after that, I decided to become a professional college student for 7 years. We have any professional college students out there that's not even working in that field anymore, right? You know, we pay a whole bunch of money, for me, 90,000 bucks that I got in student loan debt. And I was just like depressed and sad, and I didn't know what to do. I had all this debt. I was living paycheck to paycheck, negative $165 in my bank account. And I was thinking like, man, okay, you're single, Glenn, you're 33 years old. You have all this debt. You have a 500 credit score. Like you're sucking right now. You need to do something. So just like most people, like we see network marketing as one of those things. We think, well, you know, we think we don't have time to do this. Okay, I didn't. Like I worked 2 jobs. I was a full-time grad student. You know, we think we don't have the money, which a lot of times we don't. I have negative 165 bucks in my bank account. It's like, man, something's got to change. Like, let me give this thing a shot. I took out some student loan money and put it towards building a business. And so my leader in the very beginning, I want you guys to think about this. He said, Glenn, don't think of this as the direct selling business. Think of this as the direct sharing business. So what you're going to do is you're going to think, who can you help? Okay, physically and financially. And can we all not agree that times are rough financially right now in this country and all over the world, right? Financially and physically. So I just started thinking of like people, that I could share products with and share the opportunity with. I helped my mom drop 50 pounds. Like that's life-changing, guys. Think about, Randy Paul, I always share his story. Like he's got me crying every time I talk to him. Me and him just won a transformation challenge. He went from 243 to 215 in 6 weeks. I helped that man change his life. He went from being on the couch to not being able to move. He's got bullet wounds, staples all over his body. Me and Andrew De La Rosa changed that man's life. That's what we're all about here. So you think, who can I help? Not who can I sell to? That first 2-week paycheck, guys, I made 236 bucks. Dude, put gas in my car, steak dinner. Before network marketing, like I would take a girl out to eat and we'd share Dr. Pepper together. Didn't have the money to get my girlfriend a Dr. Pepper, guys. That first 2-week paycheck changed everything. Like I was off to the races. Like Ranim, I hit 6 figures with only 500 friends on Facebook. I didn't know what I was doing. I was super spammy. You guys don't have to be spammy. You have the best leadership and the best tools out there. But even being, Spamela Anderson, the spammiest dude in the world, I hit 6 figures because I was excited. I was no longer living paycheck to paycheck. Paid off all $90,000 in debt within 3 years. But fast forward a couple of years, guys, my company decided to go from a MLM to a retail company. So basically for 2 years, I've been looking for the perfect company. Unfortunately, I decided I joined a company before this one that wasn't what I thought it was. And to be honest with you guys, I got 3 months behind on my mortgage, 2 months behind on my pool note, maxed out all my credit cards, my credit score tanked by 200 points. So last May, it was, Glenn, you're gonna have to get a job for the first time in 10 years, or you're gonna have to find another company. So I was looking at 3 different companies. This kind of came in my lap, but Harley Foster and Ricky Duran and Brittany Beck, I said, look, these are the things that I have to have in order for me to do this one more time. And so with that being said, so I was like, I need a company that doesn't just have all the volume coming from auto ships. Like, I want to make sure we have a company where a lot of the volume comes from happy customers ordering products. Like, they actually love the products, like the products are affordable. Guys, we have 75% of our volume in this company comes from happy customers loving the products. We're not just making you do auto ships. And look, here's a cool thing, guys. If you don't place an order and you get a customer to order, you can be qualified for commissions. I got a guy on my team that's never even placed an order and he's made 400 bucks. That's crazy, right? So think about that. I wanted to make sure that we had a high retention rate. I have an 85% retention rate for my customers. I'm not like a customer guy. I hit the 2K club almost every single month, and I'm not a customer guy. Like they said earlier, I want to make sure we have systems. My last company, I did all the tools. I created my own groups, my own testimonial groups. I did everything. I was on Zooms on a Friday night at 8:30 Central Standard Time till 10 p.m. on a Friday night trying to make things work. No, over here, I spend time with my wife. I go to bed with my wife like when I'm supposed to. I just left a volleyball game with my daughter. I have time to spend with my family because we have the tools. We have an app. We have a social media library. If you suck at social media, we got a library for you. You can go pull pictures out, pre-made posts. We got that for you. We got the culture. We just came back from convention. Everybody is an equal. There were a lady on my team. She's on the Zoom right now. Barbara Todd, 72 years old. She was given an award. She went up there and she got an award because she cheers everybody on. Like, our CEO recognizes all of you guys. It's not just the people at the top. You know, we also want to make sure that, look, if you've never done network marketing, you got a place here. My number 2 seller on my team, Andrew De La Rosa, has never done network marketing, but the tools are so good and the products are so good. When you get on the products and you plug into the tools, you're going to do phenomenal. He just hit executive director, got, you know, $1,800 in bonuses so far. He's absolutely crushing it. Culture, guys, when you come here with, you know, we're like, so we're going to make you feel special. We have a 10-to-1 customer to rep ratio. Guys, and here's a thing that's going to blow your mind. I want you to write this website down if you're a guest on here, businessforhome.org. Go there, type in whatever company you want to type in. Our company, guys, is the highest that I've ever seen. We pay back 55% back to the field. Most companies do 35%. You can mark my words. We want the people at the bottom to make the money. Of course, if you're a go-getter, you're going to make the money, but we want everybody that comes in here to make a residual income. It's all about those people. You know, we're not like going to fly you out and take you in this fancy vehicle and give you all these flashy things to come over here. We're not that. We're not a hype company, guys. We are, you know, we just love on everybody. We love helping the person at the bottom win. So what happens if you have a company where the people at the bottom wins, they stay, then everybody stays, right? Forbes said, guys, the best time to join a company is during global expansion and during a new product launch. Okay, guess what? We just went into Canada. Canada's already exploding. Like, we're in talks with Australia right now, guys. So that, and every 3 to 4 months, we're coming out with a brand new product, guys. If you haven't got on our new product called Rush Extreme, I highly recommend you get back with the person who got you here. But also, with talking about that, guys, our products is formulated by a naturopathic doctor. We don't put a lot of crazy things in there like sucralose, you know, no crazy sweeteners. I challenge you, when you get off of this Zoom, the person invited here, go look at the ingredients. Your mind is going to be blown. I was a personal trainer. I have a degree in nutrition, exercise science, and kinesiology. That's super important. I used to go to Whole Foods and buy this ingredient, that ingredient, that ingredient. I had 20 bottles in my cupboard. We have one product that's a 9-in-1 called Balance. And I'm just going to share this about this one product. It's got greens, probiotics, prebiotics, digestive enzymes, fiber, a metabolism blend, immune system blend, full body detox, like literally everything you can think of in one product. All of our supplements are multiple in one. Products work. I could go on and on and on, guys. Like, I know we're kind of short for time. They've pretty much covered all of it, but I'm very confident, guys, if you team up with one of us leaders on this Zoom and you give us 90 days, don't come in for 30 days and say, oh, I talked to my neighbor and they said no, like I'm out. Guys, that's not how it works. If you give us 90 days, you take the products, you're going to get phenomenal stories like I shared with Randy. Andrew De La Rosa on my team's down 40 pounds. Like, I have so many people their whole life is completely changed. If you give us 90 days, you get your friends and family on products, you introduce them to us. You know, you got guys, you're the preview to the movie. Don't feel like you have to know this. You say a little bit, you introduce people to us, you sit back and get out of the way. Let us score a touchdown for you. Give us 90 days. You will crush it here. I'm confident. This will be the biggest and best build of your life if you've ever been in network marketing. If you've never done it, don't worry, we got your back, guys. But I love this company. I'm passionate. Ranim and Misty are phenomenal. Whoever you team up with, I'm confident that you're going to crush it here and you're going to love Bravenly. I challenge you to go out, be brave. It looks like Brianna has her hand up. Be brave. Say yes. We got your back. You can go ahead and stop the recording, Siobhan. But guys,